Hello, for the Module 6 video assignment, I'm going to be discussing the breathing cycle and the pressure changes that drive ventilation of air in and out of the lungs. So breathing works because of the pressure differences in your chest. As we've talked about a lot, air will move from higher pressure to lower pressure, and that's how we get air in and out of the lungs, is by changing the pressure in your chest. So we're going to use this diagram to walk through these pressure changes. So if we start at point A, this is when we have no air moving in or out. The alveolar pressure is 0, which is equal to the atmospheric pressure, which is also 0. Our transpleural pressure is +5. Transpleural pressure is the interpulmonary pressure minus the intrapleural pressure. So 0 minus -5, and that will give us our +5. The intrapleural pressure is negative because the lung wants to collapse because of elastic recoil, but the chest wall wants to spring it forward. This positive pressure keeps our lungs expanded. So the volume at rest, which is at point A, reflects our functional residual capacity. This means we have equilibrium for our lungs between the chest wall expansion and the chest lung recoil. Now we are going to go to B and C. The diaphragm, well, here we have the start of inspiration, so air going into the lungs. The diaphragm will contract, and that moves it downward, and the external intercostals contract and lift the ribs up and out. This increases the volume in the thoracic cavity. This causes our intrapleural pressure to go to -6.5 and then -8 by the end of inspiration. Due to this increase in volume, our pressure decreases. The alveolar pressure decreases to -1 inside of the lungs. This creates a pressure gradient with the atmosphere, so air flows in until the alveolar pressure is 0 and equal with the atmosphere. So 0 up here, -1, air will go in until we're to equilibrium back at 0. The volume is equal to, so at C, the volume is equal to our tidal volume, which is volume of air ventilated in normal breathing. So now we are going to be from D to A, and this is where we have expiration. This is where our diaphragm relaxes, so it moves up. This is normally a passive process as it is driven by the elastic recoil out of the lungs. As you can see, we have a high elastic recoil at the end of inspiration. The chest cavity gets smaller, meaning the volume decreases, so pressure decreases. The alveolar pressure increases to +1, so there's a concentration gradient with the atmospheric pressure up here. So air flows out until the volume and pressure return back to their starting values.